So hey there, it's been a while. Remember us?
I don't know what to say.
I know, it feels like we're doing something that's really not natural anymore, but gotta force ourselves to get back in it because we really enjoyed vlogging and we hope you enjoyed watching it. I think there's a big elephant in the room that we need to address, and we didn't want to address it while we were actually in the room because as you can see, it's a beautiful day. There's still 1 week in February to go, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and Sheba's a little more of a wuss, but
as always.
I think we made a video last year around the same time when we were outside and talking about how great it is to be in Vancouver.
Yep.
And we're doing it again. It's February 21st and it's 12 degrees and it's sunny and we're going for a hike. So the elephant in the room isn't quite the big beard on my face, although it is one reason why I haven't vlogged in a while, because I don't know what people think of my beard, but and I shouldn't care, I know, and I don't really care that much, but based on some reviews, it's fairly positive. So we're back to vlogging. So what's the elephant in the room?
I don't know.
Yes,
you do. We moved back home?
Yes, we moved back to my parents' place. We're in Coquitlam doing the crunch right now, and that's one thing that allows us to do the crunch is living in Port Moody now and moving from Surrey in our own apartment back home to my parents' house. Kind of weird, and thought we should maybe explain the decision while we're huffing and puffing 5 minutes into this hike.
437 steps later.
And a backwards hat switch.
It's time to take a break.
Yeah.
We're really out of breath.
Yeah, and really out of shape.
Yeah. So yeah, we've moved back home. Well, to his parents' home, I guess my home too. And one of the biggest reasons I think that we did that was for future sakes, to save money so that our future can be whatever we want it to be.
Yeah, we're living basically rent-free. Obviously we're paying groceries and a little bit for television and whatever else that comes up, but my parents don't want to take money from us, and the reason we did move home is to save as much as possible so that down the road, hopefully the short term, we're able to buy a place of our own, or at least have a good base of savings to do something with, whether it's buy a place or start a family or go on an extremely long worldwide vacation. Who knows? But we don't know what our future is going to hold, and we know that our saving base right now can't hold anything. So that's the step that we decided to take, and it's been good so far.
With my master's program going on, I actually haven't had a lot of time to even think about being back home and with parentals in the house. So I think hopefully it never hits. And so far so good.
Yeah, credit to my parents. I mean, they understand the situation and they're treating us like adults, which is a bonus, because you never know how it's going to be moving back home. I've moved back home once after living in Ontario, and it was difficult, but it's not as difficult this time.
Yeah.
So we didn't stop at 437 steps. We're continuing on. Not for much longer though. But it's pretty encouraging, and one of the things I've noticed, kind of unrelated since we moved back, is that as soon as there's a nice day around these parts, so many people are outside, and it's packed out here today. But it feels like a spring day, borderline summer day.
Yeah, it's really nice outside actually, and I'm taking off the layers, which means that it's actually warm.
Okay, we reached the end, at least our end, and this is kind of funny. We're talking about summer days, and having lived in this area before, what I looked forward to most about the summer and the sunny weather is this place right here. This is the famous hockey rink that I've played at many a time. I suspect that a lot of these kids were young when I played with them, and now they're grown men, and I'm shriveling away and old. How times change. Okay, go.
So back to moving home. Like we said before, one of the biggest benefits of moving back here is savings. Not being able to pay rent, and keeping some of that for the future is a huge deal for us, and a really big positive thing. The other thing is being closer to family. Together we've lived in Richmond and in Surrey, and that both
and apart in Ontario and Victoria.
And all of those situations just made us really far away from family, and being here we get to spend time with his parents, obviously, because we're in the same house, and my parents are only 15 minutes away, so that's been really nice.
Yeah, that's a good positive. Another good positive is the fact that we're able to share some responsibilities. I mean, Sheba's really busy with school and work, and I'm the busiest I've ever been with work too. My parents are really busy with all that they do. So being able to share those responsibilities, like cooking and cleaning and you know, just all the little things around the house that if you're only doing it yourself, pile up and become giant responsibilities. To be able to split those has been really helpful, even in the month or less that we've been here. It's not all positives, obviously. Moving back home and moving back with your parents, who I said have been great so far, but you know, there are those little things that you're treated like a child in some areas, and you have felt like an adult for so long. So you know, that's not necessarily negative, just an adjustment. But I know you've got one big adjustment. Actually, both of us.
Yeah, my biggest one is the commute. I used to be 15 minutes away from work, and now...
Nah, that's generous, like 20.
No, it was like 15.
Okay.
On the bad days, and now it's 45. So I have to wake up a lot earlier, which makes me a lot grumpier in the morning. Something I don't really enjoy.
Yeah, my commute has gone from like 35 minutes to an hour and 5 minutes when I'm going to UBC. So that's not fun. Another negative is privacy. Obviously, you know, living at home with parents and being a married couple, you want more privacy than you get. But we do live downstairs, and so it's away from the rest of the house, but still not as private as you want. We do have a way to counteract that, don't we?
We do. We're planning on using some of our savings, which was the benefit, to go away for some weekend getaways.
Once a month.
Once a month, getting away from everything and not having to make our own beds in the morning. Maybe getting room service, I don't know.
Now obviously we've budgeted those little weekend getaways into our savings plan, so we're still gonna save a heck of a lot more this year than we would have if we weren't living at home. And those getaways are probably likely just gonna be around the city or around the town. Wouldn't cost too much, so it seems like the best of both worlds, getting to go away and getting to save a lot of money. Quick spot switch. Yeah, but you know, really no real negatives that are sticking out. This is an overall positive situation. We wouldn't have made the decision to do this if we weren't 100% comfortable with it. So, 2 thumbs up.
And the decision to do the hike was also 2 thumbs up, although right now I kind of feel like I have old lady knees.
Yep, but we have come to an end, so that means we have to say goodbye in this vlog, but we hope you enjoyed it. We're back, and we're gonna do more videos. How many times have we said that?
I know, but this time we promise. Cross my heart, pinky swear.
That's your face.
All the good things, I know. But speaking of goodbye, now that we've moved back home, we're not actually sure when we're planning on saying goodbye to that and to his parents, but we're hoping for a year at this point, but it might be
planning for a year.
Planning for a year.
Could be less, could be more.
But we'll keep you posted, like we said. Pinky swear, cross our hearts, hope to die, and all the rest.
And if we don't, just call us out. All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.